Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Thurston has been open and honest about her life since her appearance on The Bachelor. Even if Matt James didn't like her, fans adored her for her refreshing honesty. Katie was designated the next Bachelorette after her relationship with Matt failed. However, her relationship with Blake Moyne did not survive very long. She later rekindled her connection with John Hersey, another contestant from her Bachelorette season. He wasn't right for her either. Neither was Vince Su, whom she dated on the island. Katie Thurston kept her newfound love a secret for 3 months. She revealed that she was dating comedian Jeff Arcury in May 2024. By summer, they had become engaged. Instead of planning their future together, Katie was diagnosed with breast cancer earlier this year, which came as a shock. Jeff Arcury has been her steadfast support throughout her therapy. They eloped in March. Katie Thurston soon discovered that the initial diagnosis of stage 3 cancer was inaccurate. She has stage 4 breast cancer, which has migrated to her liver. That is a scary diagnosis. However, her doctors prescribed oral drugs. She disclosed earlier this month that her tumors have reduced after starting the medicine. However, at the age of 34, she has entered menopause after receiving hormone-blocking shots to help prevent the cancer from spreading. As any woman knows, hot flashes are one of the most unpleasant menopausal symptoms. Katie Thurston has been battling to find a solution to control her hot flashes and other treatment-related side effects. She frequently posts health-related updates on her Instagram channel, Booby Broadcast. She said that she is taking an antidepressant that is also used to treat heat flashes. The first day of taking the new prescription did not go well. What's the most recent update? The second day of the new drug did not go as well as the first. The Bachelorette star intended to shower and perform errands. However, she was too exhausted to do much. Her spouse conducted her errands while she stayed at home and used her remaining energy to create juices. She has been experimenting with alternative approaches, such as juicing, to assist her body respond to cancer treatments. Katie Thurston stated that she is continually tweaking the drugs to alleviate tiredness from cancer treatments and hot flashes. I don't want to feel exhausted. There's still so much I want to accomplish, she wrote. Katie Thurston, a stage 4 cancer patient, cannot tolerate doom and gloom or the presumption that her condition is terminal. But she also needs to be realistic. She expressed her feelings on Instagram about living with stage 4 cancer. She said one of the most difficult aspects of the diagnosis is accepting that you will never be cancer-free. You're constantly fighting cancer. I'm always worried about where it lingers, she acknowledged. In her instance, she will always need to take medication to inhibit her ovaries and estrogen levels. She openly admitted to pondering removing her ovaries. Katie Thurston had always been known for her bold honesty, whether on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, or her various online platforms. From the moment she stepped out of the limo to meet Matt James holding that infamous vibrator, she made it clear she wasn't here to play by anyone else's rules. America didn't get to see much of her on Matt's season, but what they did see was enough to earn her legions of loyal fans. And while Matt didn't end up reciprocating her energy, Bachelor Nation did. When Katie was announced as the Bachelorette for season 17, it felt like a fresh start for the franchise and for her. But reality dating shows rarely lead to lasting romance, and Katie's engagement to Blake Moyne was short-lived. Despite their fiery chemistry, their goals never quite aligned, and after a few months of public appearances and private disagreements, they parted ways. Fans were disappointed, but Katie, ever the realist, handled the breakup with grace. That grace extended to her next relationship with John Hersey, a contestant she'd eliminated early during her own season. Their connection surprised everyone, perhaps even Katie herself. They tried to make it work out in the real world, but the magic just wasn't sustainable. And then came Vince Su, someone she met while filming a beach-themed spin-off project. He had the charisma, the smile, the right intentions. But once again, something didn't click. Katie would later admit that she was chasing something she hadn't defined for herself yet: real partnership, quiet strength, and a future that went far beyond just compatibility or aesthetics. That search led her to Jeff Arcuri, a stand-up comedian known for his dry wit and brilliant timing. They met through mutual friends at a small show in San Diego in late 2023. Jeff wasn't part of Bachelor Nation, and perhaps that's what made the difference. Their connection was instant, but they kept it quiet, very quiet. Katie was cautious, guarded. She'd been through the headlines, the speculation, the Instagram sleuthing. This time, she wanted something for herself. When she announced the relationship in May 2024, the internet buzzed. Not because it was scandalous, just the opposite. It was ordinary. Comfortable. Grounded. By the time summer arrived, they were engaged. The plan was simple: keep the wedding small, plan a future that didn't revolve around brand deals or press tours, and maybe start a family. But life, as Katie had come to learn, rarely honored plans. The diagnosis came just weeks after their engagement. She had found a lump in her breast while showering. At first, she brushed it off, just another cyst, she assumed. But a visit to the doctor turned into a mammogram and then a biopsy. The word stage 3 breast cancer felt like a punch to the chest. She was only 34. This wasn't supposed to happen. What followed was a whirlwind. Scans. Port placement. Hormonal panels. Second opinions. Katie, who had always been fiercely transparent online, waited to share the news until she had processed it herself. Jeff was her rock. He went to appointments, cooked meals, read the literature. They eloped quietly in March 2025, just before her first round of treatment. The wedding was intimate, just the two of them, an officiant, and a photographer on the Oregon coast. Katie wore a pale blue dress. Jeff cried the moment she started her vows. Then came the second punch, a reclassification. Her cancer hadn't just stayed in the breast. It had migrated, spread to her liver. This was no longer stage 3. It was stage 4. Metastatic. Terminal. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.